we can wholeheartedly say that with all the analysis we've brought to this channel, today is the most important video you will see the entire year on the
100%.
channel. Okay. And that is looking at the best fantasy team names for 2023. We did this last year, brought some great names. The comments were going off. People were commenting some really funny names as well. So that's what we're looking at today. Do us a favor, drop a like to show some love. Subscribe if you like Dynasty fantasy content, rather.
Come on.
And we want you to comment down below your favorite fantasy team name for the 2023 season. So let's get into this. And I just want to say that this is not PG-13. Some of these are well in the R-rated category.
Yes. A little bit,
you know, not all of them, but just
okay.
be aware that this is not suitable for all viewers. But you can see my tweet now. I said, myself and Badake are making a video. Reply below to be in consideration. Nothing is off limits.
Here we go.
So that little key word there, key phrase there, nothing is off limits. Some people were like, okay, then watch this. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the best replies that we got on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then we're going to look at some of the best ones that I've found on Reddit. If you're a fan of Succession, if you're a Lion Giants fan, a couple other teams, we're going to look at some of those team names. So why don't we start off? I'll say one of my favorites, and then we'll go back and forth, Badake, from the people who replied to my tweet. So the first one I wanted to talk about is Julia Rob Hurts. Julia Rob Hurts. Bop boop beep boop boop. You're dead. That's just one of my favorites because that is cinematic mastery. I don't know, like that is a masterpiece in cinema right there. That is massively underdiscussed. So yeah. I really like that Julia Roberts one.
Yeah, if you don't know what movie that is
perfect.
That is Jump Street 22. So the second Jump Street. A funny scene, probably one of the best scenes of that movie, which I think is absolutely hilarious, kind of like you. So we both.
It was the first time people really in like a movie were like, "Why are we doing spoken word?" And made fun of it. Anyway, I thought it was hilarious. Which one do you want to bring up first?
No, okay, I can bring up. Look,
there's a lot.
There is a lot. I'll bring maybe not too funny for you guys, but for me, I like the All Hail Pukanuka because. Because so when Pukanuka first came out, Zach was like. Or I was like, doesn't that remind you of like the Crash Bandicoot thing, like a booga booga?
Right.
And then Zach was like, I think that's like not okay to say.
But well, I said was like, dude, people getting canceled for way less today. I don't even know what that means.
I know. I was like, well, all hail Pukanuka. So if you say it fast, I think it's hilarious. Personally, maybe we just have different humors. But I mean, if you think of Crash Bandicoot, if you think of this, I think it all kind of intertwines. That's why I really, really like all hail Pukanuka.
Yeah. Okay. That's from Alex Claus. Thank you. The previous one was from Dr. Fantasy. The next one I wanted to talk about is this one here from Brandon Garbo. Jameer today, Bijan tomorrow. And is it funny? No, but I think it just flows so beautifully that it makes sense. It flows off the tongue, kind of like that Southern molasses almost. Right. You know, Jameer today, Bijan tomorrow. Funny. Maybe I would give that on the funny rating like a 2 out of 10, but on a classy, Southern classy, flow out your mouth like molasses, that's got to be an 11 out of 10 right there. Jameer today, Bijan tomorrow. What was another one that you liked?
The other one I like, definitely very inappropriate. I like it raw.
I think I know.
I
think I know what this is.
Raw. That is the one that I really like. And that one is hilarious. Once again, I like it raw. Amon Ra with a little water emoji right next to it. That is very inappropriate. I don't even want to go too much into it. If you don't know what that is, if you can't really get the context clues put in together, go ask a friend. Definitely don't go ask your mother if you're a younger viewer.
Or maybe honestly though, maybe it is time to sit down with your mother or your father, maybe or whoever is the parental guardian. Oversight in your life, 100%. And just ask them why we are highlighting that name in particular. There's a lot, and we'll start to get into some of the other tweets that we didn't necessarily drop a like on, but that we liked. This one I thought, again, just classy. T. Laud, Have Mercy from Noah Selby. I thought that was a classy one. Again, on the funny scale, probably not necessarily all the way up there, but it's classy and it looks clean. And look at the photo as well. I mean, that photo is
200.
that's a clean photo of Trevor Lawrence.
That's a lot of work.
Did you have any other ones?
The only other one I have is, once again, I think it just flows. Laporta Party, probably not the
I like
funniest,
Laporta Party too.
but you know, it just really goes in the flow with the name. So
Although
I like it.
Joseph, I'm not a fan of the sausages being there.
If you had a porta potty, that would actually be funny, maybe.
Yeah, the Laporta Potty and then seeing the sausages, it just makes my head go in some really weird directions. So I need better from you, Joseph. Please, I need a better profile picture. Again, in the R-rated versions here, from Scott, it says drafted Keishon Butte and Evan Hole, so my team name could be Booty Hole.
Booty. That one's funny.
Yeah, we're 3 years old. Shout out to Scott because yeah, I mean that's well done. Probably 2 players you'll never put in your starting lineup. Butte might not even make the team, but I thought that was quality.
Yeah.
Any others that you wanted to bring up? Because there's definitely a couple others that I didn't have saved that I was going to go through.
I don't have any others so far. We had the same one in the beep boop. Julia Roberts.
Okay, there's a couple others that definitely should be talked about. Let's see. Morning Chubb is a classic.
Yeah.
You know, you can't go wrong with Morning Chubb. Big Schlong Robinson. I mean, some of y'all are just down deep in your thoughts. Henry Ruggs, Uber driver.
That one's funny.
Yikes. I mean, he like you could have saved. Yeah. I mean, you could have helped. I mean, we're getting to a weird place now. My bad.
Unlucky.
I mean, you took us there, Grant. You took us there. The Adrian Beater Sons, which I mean,
I just clicked. It just clicked. I was like, wait, what happened? But I remember now. Oh my god.
Yeah, it might be like, right.
Oh shit. Well, okay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's one. The Magic Skull Bus is pretty actually classy, I would say. I like that one. Deshaun Watts under that towel. I feel like the Deshaun massage ones were prime last year, but some still good. This is all one of the classic ones. My ball, Zach Ertz. To me, I know Alan has this one in our one of our dynasty leagues.
Yeah, he does.
To me, if you had this one, you're lacking creativity in your life. Can we all agree? Come on, like this was your team name in 2012.
I agree.
In 2014, it's time to move on.
I feel like it's the same with CD's nuts. That is the exact same thing. Like we gotta find something new.
Yes. Okay. Grant says this has to make it.
We have Downs.
Oh, I did not know what I was clicking into.
You have Josh Downs, right? We didn't know, but
no comment.
Unlucky.
No comment. For legal reasons, no. I thought this one was funny as well. You would only understand it if you watch Sunny in Philadelphia. His team name is The Implications because of the implications. Again, only if you watched Sunny would you understand that reference. Bed Bath and Bijan, that's pretty good.
Yep. Classic.
So this one gets a little bit weird because Eric brought a decent one. He says, I have a team with Michael Pittman and Kyle Pitts renamed the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, which that is great. Flows off the tongue. As far as it flowing off the tongue, 20,000 out of 10. But we have a reply to it, and you know it's a NF not safe for work reply when Twitter doesn't actually show it. You have to click show more replies. So here's Jacqueline. She says, or hear me out, the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. And there's actually a graphic with it. So do with that what you want to.
That's funny,
I'm sorry I've brought that into some of your lives. Okay, this one from Dominic is actually very underrated. And you would only understand it if you know what happened to Jackson Mahomes this offseason.
Go have a look. Look up Jackson Mahomes.
Smooch Bandit. Did you see the video of what happened in that club?
Yeah, 100%.
It was like disturbing to watch, honestly.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting.
Why? I don't think she wants you to do that, dude.
Not at all.
You're doing it again. Someone help this man.
Smooch Bandit. That's funny.
I know that the Bishop Sycamore High School is a popular one as well. Obviously, the people who kind of juked everybody out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hope it's just a cramp. Kyle says, I had Calvin Ridley and Jameson on one team. My team name was the Gambling Addicts. Etienne Butte, Wee Bijan, Min Mon. I don't know that. Maybe I'm not.
Min-mon. I don't know how to even say that.
I'm not sure. Maybe I'm dumb. That could be the issue here. Okay, I'm very sorry for this one. But yep, there it is. A lot of people have this name, but a lot of people didn't want the visual, Jacqueline. So again, I'm sorry. Herb, your enthusiasm is classic. Waddle Baby Waddle, Dak Dak Goose, Pacheco, Self Before You Wreck Yourself, Rub Down for Watts, and Massage Parlor are some of the other ones that were left in the comments. So to everybody who did leave a comment, thank you. We will now go to the Reddit section.
Yeah. Oh boy. Reddit's also,
and there'll be some niche ones. And Badake, if you have any that you found as well, let me know.
Yeah.
But I'll just go through the ones that I kind of found on Reddit. And if there's a link, just send it to me on Facebook, Badake, and I'll...
Yeah, let's just go through yours. I think
I'll bring it up.
It'll just be too complicated for mine.
Okay, so firstly, I am a huge fan of the TV show Succession. So if you haven't watched Succession, then firstly, you're missing out. But secondly, you will understand this next little segment here because I found a thread on Reddit that had the best Succession-themed fantasy team names. And again, only if you watch the show would you think that these are very funny. The first one, the Discussing Brothers, which I thought was okay. That was a good one. But the one that I liked is The Eldest Boy, which, again, if you've watched the finale, you would understand why that is so funny. I'm the eldest boy! Try and find a way to implement that one. L to the OG, do be the OG. The Fucky Sucky Brigade is funny. Some of these are very funny. Donovan Not Serious People Jones, which, again, you know what Logan said in that series. You're not serious people. I love you, but you're not serious people. Molester Alley Cox, which is very funny.
Yeah.
Gojo Burrow, which, again, some of these you would only know. Little Slime Puppies I thought was funny. But anyway, some of these are very, very good. Retired Janitors of Idaho. Again, you would only know this if you watch the show, but
right, it's a section, yeah. I still haven't seen it, but I heard it's a great show. Dude,
so good. It's so good. Okay, there's a couple team names specifically from a Lions thread that I thought were good. They're not necessarily funny per se, but this guy had some pretty good ones. Running through the ideas at the moment, I'm on top of the world, which again flows pretty well.
Yeah, it does.
You give Laporta a bad name. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
you know.
Okay.
Jack Goff.
that
Which again, talk to your parents if you don't understand that one. Amon and Gibbet. I don't understand that one. Is that like come on and give it?
Yeah, come on and give it. That's
okay. Yeah. JMO's Gamblers. Yeah, it's okay.
Eat my Panay.
Monroe St. Cloud. Panay for your thoughts is classic. And then there was a couple other giant ones that I found. But
we got a giant one. Here we go.
Here's from a Giants thread. Sterling Sherbert is the best I could make up. Sounds like a classic, classic
Underrated.
one. Hodgen-Dawes.
Hodgen-Dawes.
For Isaiah Hodgins. Those are the main ones that I found over here. But yeah, let me know if there's any other that you have.
No, I think that's good. It would be a bit confusing to go back and forth, but I think those are all the good ones that we have so far, which I think are the ones that people submitted were absolutely hilarious for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so if you had to crown your favorite, what would your favorite
I think we
name?
both like the one that was put on our Twitter, on your Twitter, that responded, which is Julia Roberts. I think we both saw that and we both immediately were like going crazy.
Yeah.
So I think that is my favorite one.
I'm trying to find it now. Can't find it.
I think you just scrolled past it. It kind of went pretty fast.
But anyway, yeah, I think that would probably be my favorite as well. Again, like sometimes names are funny because of the reference. I think that's one of those examples.
Yeah, 100%. There you go.
Yeah, from Dr. Fantasy. So, why don't you guys comment down below any team names that you've come up with? Because not only could this be a good resource for people who are trying to find out team names, that are funny, but also they could look towards the comment section and then say, oh, like those are some actually good ideas as well.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's the video. That's the analysis. That's the research that we did for you guys. So,
big research this week. Shout out to the off season.
Yeah. By the way, if you do want to you know, follow us, and anytime we do something like this again on our Twitter, be a part of it on the show. You've got my handle there that you can
also in the description,
and you've got Badake's handle here.
Yeah, also in the description.
So that is it for today, guys. Appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you in the next one. All love. Now that those idiots are done talking, who needs some rankings?
Hell yeah, I need some rankings.
Then use promo code LAND, LAND, for 30% off any membership at flockfantasy.com.
Oh.
It's so easy, even your grandma could scan that QR code right there.